Hello guys, PokePlay here, and today we got a battle against Skyrander. Yeah, yours truly, that's Skyrander. And well, Skyrander is a really awesome guy. He's a fellow YouTuber, and well, you should definitely check him out. If you didn't, you probably already checked him out, but if you didn't, I will leave the link of his channel in the description below. And this was a pretty close battle I had against him. And well, looking at his team, he has a pretty decimating team. He runs Mortar, which is a pretty powerful special attacker. Electrifier, which is a really... I don't know why this thing is in NU right now. It's just too strong for NU. Everyone knows that it's... Oh, sorry about that. Everyone knows that it's too strong for NU. Frogadier, the pre-evolution of Greninja, which is a really cool Pokemon. Tauros, and well, I made a mistake in this battle, but it wasn't all that bad after all. But still, I thought this was his special Tauros, because well, he also has a special Tauros, and I didn't see his physical Tauros, so that's why I made a big mistake. And also Girder and Octillery. And I brought my special Ambipom. Yes guys, this is the first time I will show this on YouTube probably. And yeah, my special Ambipom, my Vileplume, my Cryogonal, my Golduck, which has the scarf, my Pupitar, which actually did some stuff this battle, which was really cool to see. And Pharaoh, which was really awesome this battle. And well, let's just start the battle. It wasn't all that long of a battle, it was just a really cool one, to be honest. And well, Sky knew I would lead off with my Ambipom, and I just thought he would bring something in with Protect or anything like that, so I lead off with this thing, because this thing is actually the opposite of a normal Ambipom, but still it's weak to fighting, so I can't stay in on this thing. And I go into my Flower Power, knowing that it would take this Bug punches for days, because it's a physically defensive one with Rocky Helmet, and well, fighting is resisted. So right here I go for a Sludge Bomb, and I get a lucky poison. The luck was on my side this battle, I have to admit that, and it cost him the game as well, but still, it wasn't that lucky. Yeah, it was lucky, but yeah, I don't know, it's just, the luck was on my side, let's say that. It was just. So the Phoenix is nearly dead. He switches it out just as fodder, and well, he goes into this thing, and I go for Moonlight, knowing that I can easily switch this thing in because of its great health again. So I switch out, knowing he would go for a fire type move. I switch it to my No Sandstorm, my Pupitar, and well, that's pretty awesome, because Lava Plume doesn't do really good damage, and luckily enough he doesn't get a burn, but I do pack the Shed Skin, so the burn did matter a little bit if he got it, but not too much. And I just go for a Stealth Rock right here, because I know he would switch out, and I don't know if I outspeeded Greninja, if I would have gone for a Dragon Dance right there, but I don't know, I just don't know. So I switch out, knowing that he would go for a Ice type move or a Water type move, and well, he does. So that's great, I think. And after this he goes for a U-turn, which does a heavy amount of damage. And I think this is just max special attack. So it's just... Cryogonal has just no defense, guys. Just not even close to anything. It's just 30 base, I believe. 30 base defense, that's just nothing. And well, yeah. I can he switches in this thing again, and I go for a freeze dry, but I think the poison would have killed it either way, so it was just following this Phoenix off. And luckily enough, this huge threat is out of the way. I can I don't know what I'm going to say right now. I'm free to switch my Ambipom in a little bit more, because Girder is a pretty good counter to Ambipom. Well, not to the special one, but still, it just gets destroyed by a Girder. So I know he would go for... I was hoping for a electric type move, but he wasn't. He was smart enough and goes for a Ice Punch, which is super effective on my Pupitar, and that's kind of unfortunate, but I was just kind of like following, and if I'm lucky I can get a Dragon Dance off. That's what's my mainly plan for this Pupitar, but it didn't work. But that's cool. And I still got this thing left. And this thing is a really good member of my team. I'm running quickscope sniper, so that's why this non-stab drill round did so much damage. Mainly because of that. Look at the damage, it's just awesome. So I switch out and fearing, well, I know this thing outspeeds me, and I thought this is the part of the match what I was talking about. I thought he was the special one, so that's why I switched in my Isis Baby, but luckily enough it wasn't the special one. No, luckily enough I avoid the Stone Edge. So I could switch in this thing knowing it could take a Stone Edge pretty nice. Not really nice, but kinda nice. And after this one he goes for a, oh, he's life orbed as well, and he goes for Zen Headbutt, so he would already die. But I take the Zen Headbutt, and I should have gone for a Moonlight, but I was stupid and went for a Giga Drain. So that was a pretty dumb part from my part. So this thing, I was just following up my Velplume. It didn't have too much sense in the battle anymore, so I could just easily switch this thing, follow this thing off. And well, right now I can switch in my, what did I switch in? My Donald D, oh yeah, my Golduck. Donald D stands for Donald Duck. I don't know if you guys know that creature, that cartoon. But I just go for a safe Hydro Pump. I should have predicted this switch and gone for a Psychic or a Focus Blast, but I didn't. But yeah, it still does a good amount of damage, considering it's a resisted hit. So that's cool. So I can't do this thing because I'm locked into Hydro Pump, and it won't take it out in one more blow. So he goes for a Tunnel Wave on my Cryogonal, which isn't too bad, but it's not great as well, because Cryogonal is quite fast and it kinda likes its speed, but it's better than a Toxic on a wall, so it's not too bad. And right here I predicted him to just not be able to touch me and switch out, and I predicted him to switch back into the McMortar, but he didn't. He went into the Electrifier. And I get a necessary crit in this battle. That's what kind of luck mattered in this battle. So I switch in my Donald D, predicted him to switch back into the McMortar, and I just go for a Hydro Pump because I do want damage on this thing. I really do want some damage. And it crits. I think this crit, but after all, when I was thinking about it, this crit didn't really matter because I had my Pharaoh left, which outspeeds an Electrifier, at least if it isn't scarfed, and could kill him from that range with a drill one. To be honest, it's just, yeah, I don't think the crit mattered after all. Maybe it did, I'm not totally sure about that. But yeah. So I take this thing out really easily, and he doesn't really have an awful lot left for my Pharaoh. Because my Pharaoh is pretty fast and it outspeeds a lot of things. And this told me, well, and my Pharaoh takes a Lava Plume, which is awesome. And after all, this Gractor, this McMortar was scarfed, and I didn't know that, so my Golduck was pretty necessary in this team, but it turned out not to be that necessary. So I still outspeed a Greninja, I go for a return, and it does a good amount of damage, considering it's not a crit, and this could be Eevee or Light. I don't know what this item is, what he is running, probably Specs, that could be as well. So right now I do have my special Ember Bomb pulling through, going for a substitute, and he went for a U-turn, predicting me to, I don't know why he did it. Well, he just wanted to switch probably, and the substitute doesn't break, which is awesome. So I can get a free Nasty Plot onto something, the Octopus, the Octillery. So right now I go for a Nasty Plot. And the set on my Bomb, if you guys are curious about it, is Substitute, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball and Swift. Swift gets boosted by Technician because it's 60 base power, so that's awesome. And I run Shadow Ball because of the ghost types that try to block this set. So the Substitute breaks right now, I think, yeah, it does break. And well, I can go for a Swift and kill this auxiliary really easily, which is awesome. I really do love this special ambient bomb. A Swift is a really cool move, you never see it, but it works on this set. So the auxiliary is down, and all he had left was Greninja, and I can outspeed a Greninja. So that was a really cool game. Definitely check Skyrander out. He's a cool YouTuber. He has daily content and all that great stuff. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Next week I have to work the whole week, well, except for Tuesday, I believe. So there won't be too much videos on my channel, but still I will post probably 2 or 3 battles that next week. Sorry. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, please do. Subscribe. Yeah, what else do you want to do? Follow me on Twitter. That's also pretty awesome. Well, I think I see you guys in my next video, right? See ya.